Hey guys, welcome back to Channel 2S, your home for everything Gunpla. I'm your host, Second Soundwave, and let's talk news. So we're starting off tonight on a pretty awesome note with the box art for the Gundam Schwartzritter, and it is looking pretty freaking awesome. This art looks great. As a friend of mine pointed out, it does kind of look like he's chilling out in front of Castlevania, and I guess that's pretty cool. He's got a really edgy, very angry look. I love the artwork. It does a great job capturing this design. And beyond that, we've also got this new picture of him kind of looming ominously. He looks awesome. He's got these cool kind of stabby weapons in his hands. They're not really his full swords, but they still look pretty awesome. And it also looks like all the gold parts are painted up in this picture, so this can give you a good idea of what you'll get if you go the extra mile and give this guy the proper gold paint job that he deserves. All around, it's just a really awesome looking kit. We've also got box art for the next BB Senshi release, the Gundam Mark III Daishogun. And this guy is following the same art pattern that all the other BB Senshi kits have. You know, gold name behind him, picture of the kit standing there in front. There's a little bit of text, well actually a lot of text in the bottom left corner. A picture of his alternate form kind of looming behind him. And then we got another new image of him in his kind of ninja mode, I guess you could call this. And this is actually how we first saw this model back last fall, I believe. Actually, I think it was around November. They had a Gunpla Expo, and one of the kits they had on display was the resin prototype of this guy in this form. It looked pretty unassuming at the time, but now that we know what this guy looks like fully armored, that puts him in a whole new perspective. And now, unfortunately, we're coming to the part of the video where it seems like all too often I have to bring you guys a new premium Bandai announcement. And this time it's the high-grade Universal Century GM Sniper. That's right. The green long-range variant of the GM ground type is in fact going to be a premium Bandai exclusive. I know a lot of you guys can be bummed out by that. I kind of can understand why they did that. I mean, it's just a straight recolor with a couple new weapons, but it is still a shame to see so much premium nowadays. And like I briefly mentioned, this guy does have some new weapon tooling. We've got that big old sniper rifle he's got right here in this picture. And then he's got a pretty awesome looking missile pack that he can hold on to as well. I do seem to remember both of these weapons being included with the Master Grade GM ground type, so I'm not sure if these are general ground type and GM sniper type use weapons, or if they just included them for people who wanted to make their own Master Grade GM sniper. Either way, it is still a pretty cool looking pair of weapons, although this being a premium Bandai kit, there probably won't be a lot of great color separation on these. They're very clearly painted up right here. The final pieces are probably just going to be a flat gray or something like that. And while we're comparing this to Master Grades, I will also point out that the Master Grade GM Sniper comes with this kind of external power supply for the rifle, and also a kind of cloth camouflage cloak that this guy does not include. So as awesome as the GM ground type mold is, with all those extra pretty awesome accessories that you get with the Master Grade GM Sniper, I'd almost kind of recommend going for that instead, since if you get this, it's going to probably end up costing about the same. And then since we are ending the month of April, we're starting to see a little bit of a glimpse of what we're going to be getting in July. And the first kind of July glimpse we have so far is of 3 premium Bandai re-releases. And these are the MS Igloo Colors versions of the Dom, the Goof Custom, and the Zaku 2. These are all Master Grades, and they're also just slight recolors with some new decals, so nothing to get worried about here, just some very minor, legitimate premium Bandai releases that are totally reasonable and understandable. And to make it even better, they're re-releasing them, so the few people that actually do want these have another chance to get their hands on them. I think that's pretty cool. And finally, we do have confirmation that there will be a second OVA for Gundam Build Fighters. We don't have any details yet, but from the way the announcement was worded, it does kind of sound like this is going to be the last installment in Build Fighters we're going to see, which is kind of a shame since I really have enjoyed the series. Even if I don't always like the show, the kits are just really cool because they're basically a whole line of MS variations, and even if they're not canonical to the series that the suits originate from, it's still really cool to see all these neat variants and different specialized suits and powered up suits and upgraded suits. It just adds a really fun aspect to Gunpla that I'm going to definitely miss once the series is gone. But that's all we really know about it so far. There's no concrete details on it yet. We're going to hear more about it in early May, so we got that to look forward to, as well as Shizuoka Hobby Show, which is coming very soon, so we should have a lot of pretty awesome new reveals coming down the pipeline very soon, so we got that to look forward to. But that's enough news for tonight. Right now, we got a Shiden to build. So we're going to start with the shoulder joint, and we're going to take these two pieces right here and pop them together. And then we're going to take this piece, and these are going to kind of go together like this, and they're going to tab into each other, and then they're going to clip onto this piece, which is going to go just like that. I'm going to set that aside for a moment. I'm going to grab these two pieces and they're going to go together like this. So we have a very rudimentary arm frame going on right here. This little panel is going to go onto here, and you could push it down in from the top, but you can also slide it in from the side, and it fits right in there. It kind of fills out that frame just a little bit. Now I'm going to take this kind of sleeve part, and that goes over the forearm this way, or hind arm, upper arm, bicep. It goes over the bicep. And then this goes down over there, kind of clips over. And then there's just some arm armor. So this piece kind of goes here. And then there's a cover panel that goes on the other side. And then the hand goes onto here. I want to take a moment to point out this guy's hand because, as you can see, there's actually a little cutaway between the palm and the fingers, and that's kind of interesting because all the other IBO kits I've built have kind of a little kind of plastic filler in there, so you can't actually see space between the fingers and the palm. But they cut that out here, and that's a nice little detail. I appreciate that. So then the back of the hand goes on, simple as that. And then since this is the left arm, I believe. Is this the left arm? Yeah, this is the left arm. So I'm going to take this very simple little shield piece that does actually have some really cool detailing on the underside. That could be pretty neat to panel line, even though you're never going to see it. You can just push that on here, and then I can pull in the torso. And there is the upper body of the Shiden all finished. Well, not quite finished because we got a backpack to make. So the Shiden's backpack is dead easy to build. Basically, you just plug these two pieces together like this. And then you take this piece and this little gray piece and you kind of stick them together so that this guy's thruster is coming out of the back. And then you take these two pieces and you kind of bring them together like this. And there you have it. A very simple little backpack that is a little blurry and out of focus. There we go. Now you can see all the nasty nub marks on that magenta red plastic. He's got some hard points there for attaching weapons. I say this guy looks pretty darn cool. And now we are right at the end of the build. All we got left are the feet and legs. So to make the foot, we're going to take this piece and we're going to combine them just like this. And then rotate this little bit up. Then this piece gets a poly cap installed inside of it. And then this gets dropped down on top of it. So in the shoulders for this kit, we use the ankle poly caps. So of course for the ankles, we're going to use the shoulder poly caps. And they're just going to go in right here like this. And then there's a little piece that goes over the top. And once that piece is over the top, it just plugs down over. And now we have an ankle unit. And the front of this unit can be plugged into that right there. And then you can take this piece, and which side is the bottom? This side is the bottom because it's got that little foot texture. So this is going over that. And I will say the foot kind of connection between everything here is not very stable. It's very easy for stuff to get worked apart. But for the most part it does look pretty cool, so that's a plus. Now to build the leg frame, we're going to take these two pieces and put them together, and then take this piece and put it down here. And we're going to take this thruster, stick it on this ball joint, and we're going to take this piece, and this is going to go like this, and then this piece right here is going to go over the other side of it. So we have a very nice little leg frame. And now this poly cap is going to go into this piece right here, and this piece is going to go over the other side of it, and that is going to plug in right here. Just going to rotate this so it's facing the right way, and we got a nice leg frame. Now to armor that frame, we're going to just put some stuff on here, and this piece looks like it goes this way. So there's little pegs that go into little slots. You line them up, it pushes right on, and then this looks like it goes like this. And this, how exactly does this go? It looks like it just kind of tabs in right there. And then this tabs in on the other side. Just like that. You line everything up. And you push it together and it goes together. Just like that. And then you just plug the foot onto the ankle and you can already see that this gets worked off as you do that. So I'm just going to jam this on. Stick that back on. Is that on all the way? No, it is not. There you go. There you go. So now I'm going to just give this a little press to get that all secured. And now I'm going to grab the figure. And by the way, I forgot to cut these out earlier, but there are actually a pair of little clips that you plug into those holes, and that allows him to store his kind of partisan club weapon on his backpack. So you can actually get all this guy's accessories on him at once, which is pretty awesome. And he still has a ton of holes left over, so if you have any other weapons from other kits, you can just totally arm this guy up and customize him. This guy is just a great customization base for custom IBO models. If you want to make like your own kind of commander Shiden, you got a lot of different options here. Definitely a really fun base. And as you can see, the Shiden is now fully built and complete, all armed up, all ready to go, and I have to say, for a grunt suit, this guy is looking pretty awesome. Of course, it is a bit too early to make any judgments on this kit since I've only had him together for a full 2 minutes. So if you want to see what my final thoughts are on this model, tune in for the review, which should be coming out in the next couple days. But if you enjoyed this video, as always, don't forget to leave a like. And if you want to see that review as well as more cool Gunpla stuff and you're not already subscribed, click that subscribe button right about now. And also make sure you hit the notification bell because I live stream sometimes and you don't want to miss that. And as always, I'm your host, Second Soundwave, and I'll see you next time.